Also, good rebuttal. There's nothing competitive in Genshin Impact. Last time I checked, you can get anything for free by playing the game, but nobody out here is arguing that it's not pay to win. That should be it. That should just be GG right there. The internet has been crazy over the last couple of days because one of the most popular games right now released a premium battle pass, which is one of the most hated things in gaming, but gamers are defending it. IGN points this out, and then everyone loses their mind because you're not allowed to criticize the flavor of the month that is Helldivers 2. And I want to go over the reactions, I want to go over the hypocrisy, because everyone hated on Pokemon Unite and called it pay to win when it came out, even though it's doing the same thing as Helldivers, that you can pay to skip to get better items sooner in the Battle Pass for Helldivers, much like how you could just pay to buy the item upgrades for Pokemon Unite, even though those item upgrades are fully possible to upgrade by just grinding out the game and playing it naturally. So I want to go and break down this hypocrisy. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, share with your friends, comment your thoughts down below. So yeah, IGN got community noted, apparently. If IGN's writers actually played the game, then they would know that super credits, which are used to unlock the Premium Warbonds, are collectible in-game and earned with medals, also an in-game collectible. This can be done in a dozen-ish hours, only requiring playing the game. So they're saying that's not pay to win because you can grind it out and you don't have to spend money to get access to the content. Problem is, the definition of pay to win in gaming isn't consistent. That's just thrown around to hate a game or defend a game, depending on if popular opinion says the game is good or not. Call of Duty requires you to actually play the game for a dozen-ish hours to unlock a gun or its attachments, but you can also pay for the gun and a loadout with real money. However, that's unacceptable pay to win. Pokemon Unite got really crazy as well because it took an absurd amount of money to get very little power. They could pay like $100 to then upgrade a couple of items from level 20 to level 30. That only gave you like 2% more damage. So what happened was a lot of casual Pokemon players that have no MOBA experience got absolutely steamrolled, and then they were crying that, oh, everyone is spending hundreds of dollars against them just for a couple point stat difference that doesn't really make that much of a difference. Critical base camp some children and bots with an Assassin Snowball character, and that proves that you cannot win if you don't pay Game Freak and Nintendo hundreds of dollars for their pay-to-win, disgusting game. Now, I do think it's stupid that you can get even a percentage point or two of advantage over an opponent by paying money, but it's not a winning amount of advantage. You're not paying to win in that situation, and again, it also is not gated by money. You can play the game and upgrade those items without spending any money. You can unlock all of the Pokemon without spending any money. So, Pokemon Unite was destroyed by the gaming community for having extreme entitlement to just wanting everything unlocked in a free game for them, and also skill issue. Helldivers stuff got weird because going back to the IGN post, there's no more community note here, so it's just kind of seen as irrelevant or an opinion. Now let's see what else is going on. IGN isn't wrong. I looked into this tonight. It's absolutely pay to win in the sense you can pay real money to shortcut your way to new upgrades. Now that brings us to the weird world of pay to skip, because most gamers consider pay to skip pay to win. That if you can buy anything other than a cosmetic with money, you are getting an advantage over the opponent, therefore it's pay to win, nothing else matters. So here we're seeing this. It's not that big of a deal. Tons of games have offered those shortcuts over the years, but that's pay to win. So this is kind of showing the consideration, yo, pay to skip is pay to win. Any kind of shortcut with money is pay to win, even if you can earn the premium currency in the game. But now we're seeing the rabid gaming community ratio anyone that dares says anything like this, and that's not what pay to win means. Except that's what pay to win meant before Helldivers 2 released. Pay to win gives you an advantage over other people that can only be achieved by buying things. So players getting early access to marginally better weapons is not pay to win. That was my argument for Pokemon Unite, but no, I was in the wrong for that one apparently. Now, that's the correct opinion to have for Helldivers. Now, we are seeing a deflection here when it's like, oh, nothing in the game is PvP. Except calling it PvE doesn't change the fact that it's multiplayer. You are still gaining an advantage in a non-single player environment by purchasing money to get the premium stuff for Helldivers. Marginally better stats that don't create a winning advantage was not a defense for Pokemon Unite, but it is for Helldivers, and then we're just seeing like so many mixed opinions and stuff. If that's the case, then most games that have a consensus of being pay to win are not actually pay to win. Hey, look at that. I love Helldivers 2, and I don't think its monetization detracts from the experience, but the only argument against it being pay to win is the fact that the stuff in the Premium Warbond isn't very good. So just saying, but then why does it matter? Then why is like anyone caring about the premium content if it isn't good? They still want the premium content. Weird. That could also easily change with a balance patch, especially if you consider the fact that Warbonds never go away. At a certain point, people who haven't stayed caught up may have no choice but to grind an extreme amount of time. So yeah, we're just talking about like the first couple of battle passes, the game being out for a little over a month. What about a year from now when you actually, it's not just a dozen-ish hours, so the premium currency rates change for free players or something, and then we start getting into that mess, even though it's still the same mechanics. That means it's not pay to win. So you have to pay, or you got to play like a crazy amount to catch up. And again, that's kind of the same with Pokemon Unite. That you just keep getting the tokens to upgrade your items. You can have an excess. You can max out all of your items to 30 and just wait for the new item. Or some people will have it paid and stockpiled, and that's just kind of what happens. And now this is just like insane cognitive dissonance. You can get every item in the pass for free by playing the game. No player is worse off because someone else paid for Warbond content. Which is true, because like, oh, that means they have like the better weapons and stuff premium. Even in like random matchmaking, they're helping out your raid. But it also shows like they now have better stuff than the person that didn't pay. That shouldn't be cool. That wasn't cool any other time in gaming except for when Helldivers 2 existed. Take RuneScape. Microtransaction is pay to win because the in-game economy is competitive. There's nothing competitive in Helldivers. That is the reach that they have to go to. Helldivers 2 would not be as popular as it is with all the memes and intensity if it was not a competitive game. People get upset if their randoms fail them in matchmaking. You are put behind. Also, good rebuttal. There's nothing competitive in Genshin Impact. Last time I checked, you can get anything for free by playing the game, but nobody out here is arguing that it's not pay to win. That should be it. That should just be GG right there. And then we just see outright lying getting support because Helldivers 2 is the sacred cow. The currency used to redeem the points can't be bought. That's wrong. You have to earn them in-game. Might want to delete this. Bro, we have this random nobody that's saying like, yo, IGN needs to delete this. What? They think they're better than IGN for lying, but the items can be bought. People like me who haven't had heaps of spare time to grind, I'm thankful for it. I'm more than happy to support the devs with a little extra cash as well, but you can't buy the medals needed to unlock Warbond items, except you can pay for Warbonds with 1,000 credits. And then this guy says, well, I've yet to pay for a Warbond, therefore they're not purchasable and there's no pay to win in the game. Just nonsense. And then condescension and stupid people. Name a more iconic duo. That's because it's not pay to win. Anything in the Helldivers 2 Warbonds you can get with currency that can be found in-game or purchased on pay to win, but purchased online. And then but it's no PvP. There is no winning, just surviving, completing missions. So Helldivers 2, like this game is so competitive that people are so fired up over. There's no winning in it, and it's not competitive. And completing a mission isn't winning, and there's no cost to losing. There's no such thing as losing either. But if my teammate paid for something and has an advantage, I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to take the benefit in this uncompetitive, no-winning game. And, like, it's really mixed out there. PlayStation fanboys are now capping for Helldivers 2 pay to win, while condemning other games that have pay to win. I think that the biggest problem is, like, we do not have a definition. That's also because it's all hypocrisy. You like the game? No, it's not pay to win. Here's why it's not pay to win. And then, oh, I don't like the game. I don't like these devs. They're too greedy. I don't like the way this monetization is done. They're the worst thing ever. It's absolutely pay to win for the exact same reasons. It's not pay to win if you have the ability to gain through playing. Okay, Pokemon Unite was never pay to win. All these people are liars and frauds and scumbags. But nope, that's me. I'm in the wrong for saying that truth the entire time. It's not locked behind a paywall, and Warbonds don't go away. No one is lying. If you want the convenience of not grinding for it, that's on you. Doesn't force you to buy anything. No mention of PvP. And now, flashbang warning as we go to the IGN article, because what did they say that was so horrible? Helldivers 2 new Premium Warbond is live, and players are explaining why it's not paid to win again. Credit where credit's due. Alright, that's a pretty good tagline. Helldivers 2 Premium Warbond, dubbed Cutting Edge, is out and has new gear, weapons, and armor, as well as cosmetics. Some are debating whether the Premium Warbond strays into pay-to-win territory. The Premium Warbond, essentially a battle pass, is bought with 1,000 super credits, Helldiver 2's virtual currency. Like most battle passes, the Premium Warbond contains items that must be unlocked with a separate virtual currency called medals. In this way, players can't simply buy the Premium Warbond and unlock everything it has to offer immediately, although you can get pretty far with it day one if you've saved up lots of medals. Super credits are obtained through the game via Warbonds themselves, but obviously at a much slower rate than if you were to buy them with real money. 1,000 super credits cost $10. It's early days, of course, but players are saying some of the new gear is powerful. The body armor provides 95% resistance to arc damage, which is useful in the context of friendly fire, very much being a part of Helldivers 2. Some of the new weapons appear to be potent, and there's even an exclusive booster that increases the time between enemy encounters, which sounds like a really good item. So that's what's going on with Helldivers 2 and the gaming community. You can pay money to get the premium battle pass that you have to use in-game currency to unlock the items within, but it's still affected by monetization in some way, which even like the slightest touch of money has been seen as pay to win. There's pay to skip elements. But in recent times, games that have even the slightest amount of monetary influence are automatically seen as pay to win, even though you can still grind for that content regardless. Also, by reading the article, you can see that the initial community note was just completely wrong. So, social media is making everyone stupid and hypocritical like always, and it looks like Verlisify always right again, even in like weird stuff that's happening. So, hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.